I never told you about Maurice's angel, did I? I met him when I was working at the old city cemetery before it closed. He was the gravekeeper, a kind of self-explanatory type of job. Every day he'd be out amongst the graves. It was a long ways there and back, making sure that everything was as it should be, and when his feet got tired, there was always the golf cart. He also took care of the flowers. You know, that cemetery kind of became known for their flowers. It was all over town, but you know what they weren't known for? Maurice. He'd sweep all the pathways, twice daily. Once right when he'd clocked in, and once right before he locked the place up, and he'd scrub down the cobbles every Sunday. He made sure that none of the walkways were loose, the rocks they could kick off, and, well, his maintenance requests were never taken that seriously. He liked to feed the koi and the turtles down in the pond bits of bread and cheese, and he kept this roost for carrier pigeons. He'd watch them nest nearby on a bench. Every other day he'd make sure to oil the chain of the tree swing, made sure that thing never made a noise. He minded the chapel and the downstairs crypt and filled the groundhog holes that popped up like mushrooms. He kept the goats when they got one in. They had a healthy respect for one another. There were 3 sunken graves that he would never go near, and he never once entered the pet cemetery. Couldn't even get him to go near it. I think he hated the saint who lived there. Mostly he just really liked looking out over the cemetery grounds, listening to the chimes somebody put up in the trees. He'd inspect, personally, every single bench on the ground and make sure that they were just right for sitting on. And he loved the way the sun in the evenings would filter down through the tree branches. He particularly loved magnolias and the fragrance of their sweet blossoms. But he always came back to that angel 3, 4, 5 times a day. He would take the train into work every day. I think it was the Stapleton station, an old Western Union office. He had a wife that he said was beautiful and loved to dance, but when I asked about kids, he clammed up, and instead, he told me about how the angel would move. Now, of course, I didn't believe him. Hell, nobody believed him, but he would lay there and wait and watch. Doesn't much matter now. The cemetery's closed, and that angel is gone. No one's seen Maurice since. I hope that wherever Maurice finds himself now, I hope he's found his angel.